Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Fearless. Today I'm going to bring you guys a commentary over one of my public destruction videos. This gameplay is just a domination on Nuketown. I know Nuketown's really kind of overplayed, but I figured in spite of the whole 24/7 Nuketown playlist that they had this weekend, that I would just go ahead and throw up a Nuketown video. So those of you wanting to know exactly who I am the public relations manager of Team Envyus. A lot of people might wonder why they need a public relations manager. Well, there's actually a lot of work that goes involved in that. Without getting into too much really details, a lot of the stuff is really behind the scenes. But for the most part, the things you would notice the most that I do, I would say is definitely all the YouTube videos, the team Twitter, the team Facebook. I mean, basic stuff. I'm not only just public relations. I am as well a competitive player. I may or may not be playing at Dallas. Not really sure. There's lots of questions as to what's really going to happen at Dallas. As far as Dallas is concerned, we will all be at Dallas. For almost every member of Envious will be there. We will have one team for sure competing, and I will either be playing as well for another team or coaching the one team. Not really sure yet, but I will be there. So if anybody else is at Dallas and you guys want to come hang out with any of us or just say hi, by all means, you should be able to find any of us while we're there. Most likely we'll be repping the Envy jerseys. As far as what else I've got going on, we're kind of a little bit behind, but myself and a lot of you would know him as Carlos, but Envious Envy, Foreplayy, and we've got a lot of us that are working on this project for Gamerdorm. Gamerdorm is not close to being released. It will not be released for a while. We are taking our time on coding it. We want to make sure that it is released and to its fullest. To kind of give a summary of what it'll be like, it's pretty much going to be a strictly gaming version of YouTube. It'll be a lot of other things as well, but it's going to focus primarily on gaming videos only. And no, it will not be a sponsor site. We will partner with the other team, but we will not sponsor people. And for those that do continuously ask me, I no longer sponsor people. So influential gaming it's not really no more, but it's not really a focal point anymore. And I do not at all have any interest in sponsoring any more teams. So to anybody that consistently messages me or asks me, hey, will you sponsor me? Sorry, but I will not sponsor you. I am strictly only with Team Envyus, and I will not sponsor any other teams. Let's see here. A lot of you guys continuously ask me some of the same questions. One of the biggest questions I get is, how was I recognized by Envy? I was recognized by Envy through other people. I became friends with them. I became friends primarily with Foreplayy a few months ago, and it started out as me basically sponsoring them as a small sponsorship. And our friendship continued to grow, and we did a lot of talking and realized a lot of things we could do to make the team better in different aspects. And throughout time, basically, we decided to join up, and he brought me on board, and since then I've been a part of Team Envyus. Another question that's asked a lot is discussing the pros and cons to being with a pro team. There's numerous pros. Obviously, you're going to get seen more. Your reputation goes up, everything. I mean, you get a lot more notice. You get a lot more involved in the community than you really ever thought you could have. I'd say the biggest con to being on a professional team is you can pretty much never play a public match again without trying. You go into a public match or anywhere and you don't give it your A game, you're going to take the heat. So if you can't take the heat, don't join a game. That's probably the worst thing to having Envy in the name, or you could be on Fear, Leverage, Obey, Optic, any major team. The second you become a pro player or on a pro team or any of that, you basically have to go 100% in every public match you ever play. That would probably be the biggest reason why you don't see a lot of professional players playing in public matches, is they just don't want to go in there because they're not allowed to go in there and have fun. That's why a lot of us will make second accounts to play public matches, because we just want to go in and have fun like everyone else. We don't want to go in there and be like, oh my gosh, that guy's on Envy. We got to try a million times harder because we're trying to impress this guy so we can get a tryout from a public match. That's kind of the way it feels a lot of the times. Somebody asked me about the specs on my computer. Well, To be honest, I don't really know the specs so much on my computer. Yeah, I really don't pay attention too much to what my computer settings are. I know that I have an Asus. I know that I run dual monitors, both 23 inches. Um, that's really about all I can give you on my computer. I'm pretty smart when it comes to editing and Photoshop and recording, streaming, everything like that. But when it comes down to telling you the specs on my computer, I'm not that nerdish with the computer to really honestly tell you. In fact, I'm trying to sit here right now and figure out how to find it on my computer. So that kind of gives you an idea as to how I really don't pay attention for this stuff. So I'll continue to sit here and try and find that. While I'm trying to find that, somebody asked me the last public match, or the last public destruction I did was search and destroy, and a lot of people were asking me what goes through my mind when rushing and throwing like specific stun grenades. Throwing the stun grenades would basically be a whole part of the rushing. In order for you to rush, you kind of need to have a direction in mind as to where you're going to rush. Some of it can be random, some of it can be designed. But as far as throwing the stuns go, it's pretty much just knowing the spawns and knowing the routes. There's really not a whole lot much to it than that. Once you know all the key spots, you'll know where to throw your stuns at, and you're pretty much throwing your stuns to know if you can go that way or not. And at the same time, you're throwing your stuns because you want to slow them down. You want to be able to get the jump on them. Let's see. I don't really know what else to talk about right now. Basically, if you guys aren't already, you need to be subscribed to the team channel. All that information will be in the description box below, but definitely subscribe to our team channel. Before I got on board, the team channel was a little bit slow on getting videos out. Since I've stepped up in that, we have been able to average getting out 4 videos a week. It's what everybody's wanted to see, and it's what we're going to try and continue to do. I'm going to as well try to keep my own personal channel updated as quickly as much as I can. I know I've been slacking on that for a while, but I've just been so focused on getting out all the videos on the team channel. So we have the new series, Listening series. That's been a huge hit. Everybody wanted it to have it with the game volume down some. Well, about the first 8 games that we recorded with it, we weren't really aware of this until after we released the first video. So that's why the first week's episodes all had the game volume a little bit altered. But now that we've redone the entire thing and started recording them with new settings, we've turned down the game volume, so you'll be able to hear everybody talking a lot more clear in that. Yeah, so I think I'm just going to go ahead and wrap this up here. I don't really know what else to talk about, to be honest. So if you guys have any questions at all you want to hear answered, anything else you want to know about the team, you name it, we're going to start trying to throw out a commentary series on the team channel as well. Idealistically, we want to try and get it out maybe once every Thursday. We're going to do a Q&A video with individual players. So if you have questions that you want asked to specific players, please message them to me or put them in the comment box, and they will get to the person that's going to be doing the series. And they will be asked, and they will go up on the team channel. So definitely, we always are more than willing to answer your guys' questions. But yeah, subscribe, like, all that fun stuff. Follow me on Twitter for multiple team updates. Myself and others will randomly play public matches with anybody off of Twitter. So if you're following us, you'll have a really good chance at getting invited every now and then to playing some public matches. Myself and Moti do it more so than anybody else does. But definitely be sure to follow us and get an opportunity to play some public matches with us. Look for some new stuff coming out on my channel. I'm going to be doing some dual-tages with a couple people. They're not going to be the most amazing things in the world. It's stuff that was done for fun, but we're going to throw it out. And I hope you guys like everything that's going to be coming out from here on out. And take care, everybody. EOD. Peace.
We have achieved victory. Good work, comrades.